It's 8:27 with the Breakfast Club. Jeff Musial in the studio right now. He's got Sydney the kangaroo. Kangaroo Joey or a Joey kangaroo?
It's a kangaroo Joey. That's what I would say. Yeah, some people say a Joey kangaroo, but it's actually a kangaroo baby, so I'd say a kangaroo.
We learned yesterday that most marsupials are called Joeys.
They are, yeah. And not all marsupials have a pouch. Actually, marsupials are an animal that was raised in a pouch. Because the boy kangaroos don't have pouches. Only the girls. Because mom does all the work, takes care of the babies. Dad's usually golfing or at a Bills game, you know.
This guy's 11 months old. How big will he get?
Females get about 5 to 5.5 feet, about 150 plus pounds. The males can get almost 7 feet, about 250 pounds.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is she afraid of anybody else?
You can pet her, yeah. Okay. She's great.
We had a video on our website. You've probably seen it. It's gone viral. It's the two kangaroos.
Male kangaroos
in
boxing.
New South Wales. Yeah, boxing
in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's another one that went viral where the father and son were at a zoo, and the male kangaroo was hugging one of the fence posts. They're actually ripped. I mean, they're cut. They look like what people strive to look like that go to the gym every day. I mean, the males are actually cut, and there's nothing. People ask me all the time, "What's the scariest animal?" The scariest animal I would have to deal with was a human-raised male kangaroo, because they get older, they have no fear of humans, and they can destroy you.
Well, their tail, man. The tail, it was so amazing. Like they were sitting on their tail.
Yeah, just lean back on their tail. It's like a kickstand. Your kid kicks the kickstand out, leans his bike on it. That's what these guys do.
This is right in the middle of a residential street, and they went at it for at least 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, the male kangaroos this time of year, and down there especially, they'll be boxing all day long.
Is there an animal that you won't get near?
Mice or rats? Swear to God, everyone makes it. I did an episode of the Tonight Show, and they set it up where they brought out a hairless rat, and I had to reach back and pull this thing out of the box, and I was going to kill people. That freaks me out. The big teeth, the little brown, run real fast, carry all kinds of fun diseases. Yeah,
they're amazing.
Well, speaking of the Tonight Show, you were just telling us earlier there, it's a once-a-month gig now that you're on with Jimmy Fallon.
We're going on. Yeah, we're his resident animal guy.
Good
and
for
we'll be
you.
back on in November. Thank you so much.
Local guy, done well.
You said, what was it, November 13th?
13th, I believe, right now. Yeah.
My Twitter request was answered.
Man, that's great.
You brought in a little kangaroo.
Yeah, I don't mess around. I don't mess around. You request, I deliver.
That thing is adorable. How old is that kangaroo?
She's 11 months old. Her name's Sydney. And she thinks she's more of a person than a kangaroo. As you can see, she's just lounging. She's one step away from a beer and a remote control.
You brought her in a pouch, and apparently she just jumps into that pouch.
Yeah, she loves it. She wears a diaper when she does occasions where she comes to radio stations and things like that. But or if she's in my hotel room while we're traveling, she hops around. And
well, that's where baby kangaroos normally hang out, in the mother's pouch.
In the hotel room, yeah.
So, so how long will she be in a pouch?
Believe it or not, even some of my adults, if you hung a big Army-Navy bag on there, they dive in there. If anything that looks like a pouch, they don't ever lose that feeling of wanting to be in a pouch, so they'll dive in. Normally, they get to the point where they're just too big, they gotta give it up, But like some guys in their bunk beds, you want to live your whole life in a bunk bed, but sometimes you just don't fit in one anymore, So these guys, they just don't fit in a pouch, so they got to boot them out, and the next baby's coming along.
How about for the show on Saturday? What do you bring?
Oh God, all the big guns. The stuff that I normally this area couldn't bring to somebody's school or birthday party in the years past. So it's the big kangaroo, big alligators, alligator snapping turtle. Probably my bigger small cats, or the big lynx and cougars, stuff like that.
When they buy a ticket, what are they going to experience at the show?
Well, I call it educational entertainment, and I'm not going to be standing on a stage telling someone this is a kangaroo and it eats grass and hay and they're bored out of their mind. I'm telling funny stories about trips when we have them in the hotel room and fun facts about them, and it's good for kids from 1 to 100, and just have a blast. It's educational entertainment, like I like to say, and this time it's my big show in my hometown of Buffalo, so I'm going to bring out the big boys, probably a bigger kangaroo and a big alligator and a big snapping turtle and bigger, cats that I usually bring out. And
this guy is adorable. He's just sitting there in your arms, and he's not moving at all.
No, she could care less about anything.
What's the story on
most kangaroos will have them, they'll be mother raised until the mom boots them out of the pouch. And then some of them, if we need an educational ambassador, we'll grab one at that time and offer them a pouch and see how they work for education. This one, mom booted her out of the pouch, wanted nothing to do with her. And then we stepped in, raised her in a pouch with Wambaroo milk that we get shipped in from Australia, and now she thinks she's a person more than a kangaroo. So she helps educate millions of kids all over the country.
Absolutely adorable. Well, hang around. We'll talk with you in just a minute more, because we do want to hear more about the show and how people can get tickets. As Jeff Musial, his show is this weekend, UB Center for the Arts.